Unlock the power of can in passive voice questions. Hello, language explorers. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating part of the English language, passive voice questions. More specifically, we're going to learn how to use the modal verb can in passive voice questions. It's an extremely useful tool for your English language arsenal, so let's dive right in. To understand how to use can in passive voice questions, we need to first review what passive voice is. Passive voice is when the object of an action is brought to the start of the sentence and the subject is either omitted or moved to the end. In a question, passive voice can change the focus of what you're asking about. For instance, instead of asking, "Did John paint the house?" active voice, you could ask, "Was the house painted by John?" passive voice. Here, the focus shifts from John to the house. Now, what happens when we introduce the modal verb can? Can expresses ability, possibility, or permission in a sentence. When it's used in a passive voice question, it carries the same meanings, but with the focus shifted due to the passive voice. Let's see an example. Active voice. Can John paint the house? Here, the focus is on John's ability. Passive voice. Can the house be painted by John? In this case, the focus is on the possibility of the house being painted. You can see how can retains its sense of possibility or ability, but the emphasis of the question changes. Now, onto forming these questions. It's actually quite straightforward. Start with can, followed by the object, then be, the past participle of the verb, and finally the subject. Don't forget the question mark at the end. For example, can the house be painted by John? In short form, it looks like this. Can plus object plus be plus past participle plus subject plus. Let's get some practice. Turn the following active voice sentences into passive voice questions. 1. Can the chef cook the meal? 2. Can the teacher correct the papers? 3. Can the company deliver the package? Pause the video, write down your answers, and resume when you're ready to check them. Got your answers? Great! Let's see. 1. Can the meal be cooked by the chef? 2. Can the papers be corrected by the teacher? 3. Can the package be delivered by the company? How did you do? Remember, practice makes perfect. And there you have it, folks. You now know how to form and use the modal verb can in passive voice questions. It's a powerful way to shift the focus in your questions and a useful skill in your English language toolkit. Keep practicing, and soon, it will be second nature. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.